Today I'm going to show you how to make a superfood that will outlast you. It's inexpensive, needs no refrigeration, and it should definitely make its way into your pantry. The food's called HardTack, and it was extremely popular during the Civil War. Huge amounts of HardTack were made for both the Union and the Confederate troops. Now, the national supply of HardTack was never totally consumed, even though it's all our soldiers had to eat for days on end. So it was put into storage. It was brought back out 50 years later, this time for the Spanish-American War. Now, the awesome part is that you can bring back to life this 200-year-old food from the Siege of Yorktown right in your very own kitchen. Okay, so as crazy as it may sound, you only need 3 common ingredients that I'm sure you already have in your kitchen right now. You need 2 1/4 cups of flour, a half pint or a cup of water, and a half tablespoon of salt. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Add the flour and salt into a mixing bowl and then pour the water. Mix all the ingredients together. Use extra flour if necessary to make sure the dough is no longer sticky, but be careful not to make the dough too dry. If you do add too much flour, add a little more water. Knead the dough until it's easy to work with. Now here comes the fun part. Roll the dough into a rectangular shape. HardTack was about a 1/2 inch thick, so don't worry about making it too thin. Now bake the dough for 20 minutes. Take it out of the oven and cut it into large squares about 3 inches by 3 inches. Then poke 4 rows of 4 holes in the cracker using a stick or a fork. Flip the squares and return them to the oven for 30 more minutes, maybe even an hour, just to make sure it gets completely dry. Then turn off the oven and allow the HardTack to completely cool. And here's what I got. I found this simple but useful recipe among many other survival things we've lost to history in this book. It's called The Lost Ways, and it's probably the only survival book I've actually enjoyed reading. This is an ancient food that has carried entire nations through tough times. If you follow the recipe and store your HardTack properly, there's no doubt these biscuits will do the same for you and your family. Click on the link below to find more survival things you'll discover in The Lost Ways.